Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next match of the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2025 Winter Tournament. Tonight, we have a 2-2 matchup between McMonkey and latebit. I am Elso, and I am joined here in the booth by CD Improv.
Hi, Elsa. How are you doing today?
I am doing pretty good. How about you?
Yay! I'm good, thanks. And joining us in the background and pushing all the buttons is going to be Crump. She's doing an awesome job. She rolled an absolute fantastic seed last night. And yeah, we're just hoping for something not quite as long today.
So, what we would like to see... We would like to see 6 Triforces.
6, okay.
We would like to see level 1 has a bow and silvers.
Okay, but where's this other shoe, Elsa? We want it to be at least a little bit challenging.
Well, the other shoe is that you have to dig level 6 for the power bracelet to get into 9.
Can we make it like one is on a raft spot and we need a recorder to get the raft?
Okay, I'm good with that.
Okay, so we're starting on this screen that's slightly annoying because, you start with an open cave, but you're on the opposite side of the water. It's going to be a 13 rupee bomb shop and our cheap key.
I would say Link could just swim, but there's a Zola in the water, and the Zolas are mean.
I mean, maybe they get it from my cat. Hey, there's your level 1. So that is kind of blown. Blown things right out of the water so far for our plan.
I can't do also a math off of this.
I know, but it's 1 plus 1, so maybe we find 3.
Okay, well,
And a
1 plus 1 is 2, and we've gone into 2 caves to find the first level, which is level 1. And then there's a book, and the book has to have at least a couple pages in it in order to be able to understand the hints.
Mm-hmm.
Which means a couple is often meaning 2, and then there's 2 2s, but also 1 plus 2 is 3, as
You're
you
telling
mentioned.
me we're gonna find 7.
No, I'm saying we're going to find 8.
Oh, see, I thought we were going for 7 since you threw 3 in there, and okay, red ring, bring it on.
Well, now we can find 7 because there's a 3 in there, and that's a divisor for your damage by 4, so therefore you can just leave.
Yay! Bye, level 1. We'll be back if we need a Triforce. And, yeah, holy cow, that was a really good, by the way, bufferless clip from McMonkey. That is something that is not entirely easy to do, but it's not very far in, so I imagine that as soon as latebit finds a sword, he might go back to level 1.
Yeah, and level 1 is a tough level to kind of leave behind because usually it's pretty good about, having things quickly. However, it also likes to eat a lot of keys.
Very true. So maybe we find an any key as the Armos item, and then we go back into level 1. We got a 38 rupee medium secret, so that's not terrible.
That is not terrible indeed. In fact, that's actually close to the max.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So we'll have to have like a 1 rupee small just to make up for it. Or, a fairly large door repair, and I'm leaving the math up to you.
That would be 24.
Okay, well, where does
there's
that
level
fall?
6.
There's 6. So 6 plus 1 is 7. So this is fine. Mm-hmm.
Yep, this is okay.
I mean, it's still an integer of 7.
Yes?
Derivative? Math term, something, monkey, rattlesnake.
7 has the problem where it's just weird and doesn't like to play nice with all the other numbers.
Okay, because 7, 8, 9?
Yes.
All right,
because
so
7, 8, 9, that
find
means it
level,
doesn't play nice.
Yeah, when we can't find 9, we'll blame 7.
So what you're saying is in order to... wait, hold on. That means the entrance to 9 is inside of 7.
Okay, so we'll put the raft in 7, deep on the floor, and surround it with terrible bluish ropes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thankfully, there's a red ring, though.
Yeah, well, for one of our runners at the moment. Now, latebit has the extra hearts, so that's also pretty useful. We got 5 hearts. It means that we stand a fairly decent chance of picking up the white sword. Who the heck knows what it is today?
I predict it's going to be... a boomerang.
That's a little sad, though. I mean, boomerang after the game gave us a red ring on the not on the floor, but very, very free in level 1.
Yes.
Because I mean, you didn't even have to kill anything in that room. You just had to get through the door, push the block, and there you go, free red ring. And any roads are going to take us to Death Mountain, so that's already like a C+.
latebit is going to try to get the heal. We get one near vanilla level 1.
Okay.
So
McMonkey's going to go down here and find, I think this was a door repair on latebit side.
You know what I would like to know?
What?
Why is it that when the guy declares bankruptcy, you end up paying the money?
Because he's robbing you. He's telling you why he's robbing you. So latebit is gonna find the roads as well. He's gonna be like, okay, Death Mountain, thanks.
Latebit's actually going to go check this Armo spot, as we have not seen our Armo item yet.
This is a good idea. Take advantage of those roads. Oh, well, all right. We don't need to do vanilla level 2.
And there's Power Bracelet under the Armos. Slightly to the left of the normal spot.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't terrible. We do want the, we probably do want the Power Bracelet. It's very, very useful. It unlocks a bunch of things in a randomized second quest, not second quest, mixed quest overworld.
We could do second quest.
No.
But TQ4.
No.
But TQ8.
No.
But TQ9.
No Cinnamon Rolls of Doom. I'm sorry, we are not in the mood.
Wait,
but
hold on.
We just got 51 rupees. Is that our large secret?
Yes!
Ugh, why?
Because the seed needed the channel second quest.
That's mean. Yeah, but if it's channeling second quest, there's only going to be one large secret hiding somewhere.
Yeah, but the 51 big secret is effectively the same as second quest. When you factor in that second quest has an extra door repair.
That involves way too much math, and I'm going to ignore it. Now, McMonkey, looking at this overworld full of dark nut tanky things, and Lionel shooting at us, might be very, very happy to have that red ring out of level 1, because the more you die on the overworld, the worse of a time you're going to have, and hey, there's a sword.
Sword. So with the wooden sword, you can now pop things on the head.
Well, I mean, it's not very good for much else. It's like a toothpick. It's
pretty
like
sure
those, like, practice swords that we give children.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure if you gave me a sword-sized toothpick, that would be very much not useful.
Yeah, no, I don't know what we would be able to do with that. McMonkey is gonna try to get a bomb drop. There might be enough things on this screen to get there, or at least get closer. Latebit's gonna get lucky. Latebit did get the first drop, and the old man has a magic key at the grave.
Well, that's nice. Don't need to worry about keys, don't need to worry about defense. The suit is just giving them a little bit of everything. Unless you need the recorder to get the any key.
Yeah, I mean, there are still a few things over there that we might have to take care of.
I like the idea that the wooden sword, as potentially suggested by chat. Yep, that's a bow.
That's a bow. I can barely see the line, and it's a little bit easier to see on latebit's side.
Yep. But also the suggestion that the wood sword is just a giant splitter.
Okay, sure. I mean, that would definitely cause you pain, just not in the way you're thinking. Alright, wave at the bow. We'll be back. We're gonna have to go find a few things.
I am so shocked that we need a ladder in this seed.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm so shocked, in fact, that it underflowed into the negatives, and I'm not shocked at all.
Oh, okay. See, this is fine. And chat is already calling for the white sword any key to be 6 hearts. So chat has definitely figured out how this game is supposed to be. Good job, chat.
The any key is 6 hearts, unless it's easy to find. The magic sword is 14 hearts.
Yeah, max hearts.
Unless it's hard to find, in which case it's like 10, but you don't ever find it because you have to dig a raft deep out of 8, which is not required.
Okay, well, we just saw the Wendy's on latebit's side. That was 57 cheap bait off in that quarter. And oh, there's McMonkey's second large secret.
You know what's bad when the meat is more than the large secret?
Yeah, I know. Like, what are it's inflation.
You know what? I think just in response to that, I'm going to make a cheeseburger tomorrow.
Yay!
Well,
I'm planning on that on maybe Saturday. Hey, we got a potion letter. That's good.
Well, okay,
latebit's about to find his... You made a cheeseburger earlier?
No, it might be cheeseburger macaroni.
Oh, well, okay, that's still really tasty. And good dodging for McMonkey. Thankfully, that red ring is going to save him. Now, latebit has the sword. He's got 51 rupees, and...
No.
Well, he's going to take a death to the Lionel, but it'll be okay.
Also, I do apologize for cutting you off.
That's okay. I do it all the time. I mean, chat enjoys when we fight.
I mean, if we wanted to fight, I could mention 2 very specific topics.
We're not talking about mint, and it does not belong in cookies.
That was not one of the topics.
Irradiated blue cheese pasta salad?
No, that was not one either.
Bagels.
My lack of seeing the Muppets.
Well, all right. See, I have kind of just, come to terms with that, as McMonkey's going to take some unfortunate damage trying to get over here to bomb the wall now that he has bombs.
This
And those blue dark nuts say no.
This is actually surprisingly difficult to dodge dark nuts on, because even though it's relatively open, there's places where your movement is still very restricted.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to clip into the block or, like, hit the corners, because that's going to mess with you, and you can't get the heck out of the way, and those dark nuts are faster than you would think. And Chat likes mint chocolate chip ice cream. What is wrong with you, Chat?
I mean, I will eat mint chocolate chip ice cream, but I much prefer cookie dough ice cream.
I made that at work the other day.
Ooh.
And I'll be making it again. So McMonkey is going to do this in phases. He's going to bomb this open, and then he's going to run and get in there and find an arrow shop.
That is tempting as it is. You don't have a candle yet, so you really should just get the candle.
Very true. You definitely should get the candle. And he hasn't seen the Armos item, so buying anything before you've actually seen the Armos item is a little sketch.
Yep.
See, now chat's talking about the Shamrock Shake. So I will make a very small exception for like a sip of Shamrock Shake, because there is in fact mint in it.
Instructions perfectly clear. Sprayed mint on the fence to keep wasps away.
Am I a wasp?
No.
I thought I was
But
a
that's the
cookie.
thing you can do.
Huh, okay. Anyway, latebit is out of bombs. He's not going to get any from these dark nuts. He's trying to get back to the other side of the screen. It is not working.
One apparently does not simply walk into level 9. I think the runners are going to disprove that by walking in and seeing what the old man has to say.
The old man's going to say, come back, you need some more Triforces. And the cat says hello.
Unless they have enough Triforces by the time they find it.
That is a good point. So McMonkey's going to up a retry, get his bomb back. Because there was nothing in that shop that he cares about. Latebit is going to take another unfortunate death. Now, this will send him back to the start screen again. Now, I'm really kind of just hoping he remembers that level 1 is to the north, as McMonkey finds to take any heart. Level 1 has a very, very free red ring in there. One room above where they got the book from. So it would be definitely to Latebit's benefit to go ahead, go back into that level, get his red ring, and then he doesn't have to worry about dying on the overworld.
Especially with the Lionels deciding, hey, you like swords, right? Here's a bunch of swords.
And then, hey, we're going to make dark nut Latebit sandwiches.
So the question that comes up when you look at the sprite of the Lionel is, are they holding two swords, or do they just have sword hands?
Yes. I always kind of pictured when I was a kid that those were their teeth. I mean, TVs are a little blurry, so who knows?
That actually makes the Lionel more terrifying if it's not throwing swords at you.
It is 6 hearts because it was very free to get.
So now I'm just imagining a case where the Lionel, instead of having swords for hands, has teeth on his hands and throws teeth at you.
Well, I mean, 50 rupee blue candle pickup here for Latebit. Thankfully, he's got the money to be able to do it. McMonkey is not far behind, and McMonkey has 6 hearts. So not only is he going to get his any key on the first try, but he'll also be able to purchase fire.
You know what?
Oh my god. Good dodging, Latebit.
At least the candle is less money than you get out of the large secrets. So you make a 1 rupee profit on that.
Okay, yes. Latebit's going to stock up on 13 rupee bombs.
Yep. We're probably not going to see very many key purchases in the seed.
Well, that's a 69 rupee key. That is we're maybe going to have trouble getting down the staircase. We got to get the Lionels to not spawn where they are.
McMonkey might have an easier time.
Oh yeah, he can just face tech it. Good job there, Latebit, getting down the staircase. He's going to be able to get over here to the power bracelet spot and this bomb spot.
And I like doing this. You open up the cave. As the cave is opening up, you go up towards the power bracelet spot. And by the time you get to the top of the ladder, the cave is open and you can just go in it when you get back.
Yeah, just kind of multitask. Just don't forget to go in the cave on the way back down.
Very important.
Yes, very necessary. We're going to find some more money. Yeah, we'd be broke. We'd be poor.
A whole 3 money.
Yeah, we are very, very, very poor. I mean, that medium was great, but everything else has been absolute garbage.
But the meat is so expensive as we find level 9.
Yes. The meat is like 2 paychecks. Yay, level 9, and we're gonna need
5.
Hmm.
Well, 6 is probably not getting dug ever.
Have we even found 6?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was on the vanilla wood sword screen. See, I blocked it from my memory because it's level 6.
To be fair,
Ooh, something.
why would you go to level... Oh, there's 7.
Yeah, do we want this, though?
Considering that level 7 does have the chance at a bomb upgrade that we'll never be able to afford, yes.
Are we sure?
No. The only thing we are sure about is that the bow is on the shore.
Yeah. That is over there. And we need a ladder, and you know what? The game could most definitely put the ladder in the floor of level 8.
Yep. Could also just be in this room over here.
Yeah, no, that's not as much fun. And yes, there are quotation marks around that word. So I think this is going to be a transport staircase on latebit side.
I do too.
Because we're in a weird spot in 7. We've only seen, like, what, 2 or 3 rooms, and it's a push block.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, never mind. It doesn't push.
Hmm.
The plot chickens.
Yay, there's our oh yeah, wait, he walked through here. This was the transport staircase, duh. I'm smart.
That's okay. I am too.
Eh.
Because I missed it.
We were talking math, it's fine.
Yes. Oh, look.
Now, here's the unfortunate part for latebit. Unless this room drops a key, he is going to be a little bit stuck. Or if it bombs. If it bombs in either direction, we're okay.
Instructions unclear. How about a
Ooh.
Triforce?
That works too. Take it and leave. Don't come
Yeah.
back until the game tells us we have to, because, oh look, level 2 is in West Death Mountain.
So, level 2 was this nice gold color that normally is level 4, and we immediately get a hint. Dig Dogger Gaze is close to start. That could be recorder blocked.
Or power bracelet.
Yes.
Because I don't
The
think
recorder-
latebit has checked that one power bracelet spot that counts as close to start.
Nope.
But very true, because we've seen everything else. Well, no, actually we haven't, because they didn't have candles.
Yeah, we have not seen the candle spots yet.
You know, I've been doing so much Zelda that my brain just can't, you know, it can't differentiate at this point.
We have determined that in an effort to balance the number of seeds, we are going to make all seeds require 20 Triforce pieces. Don't ask how we did that.
Wait, we're playing Triforce Hunt now?
Zelda 1 Triforce? Huh?
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Wait, hold on. If you did that, you'd have to turn on Hard Shuffle to get 20, because there's 23 item slots available unless you shuffle minor item drops.
Yes!
Which, I'm no longer as much of a fan of that flag.
Oh,
Let's just say some of the seeds and the kill all the things BR were less than ideal.
well, I mean, some of the seeds are always less than ideal. As McMonkey is going to get the door open, continue working his way here through level 2, because we haven't found an item yet.
Nope. No items. No
don't
keys.
think
We
any
don't care about
hearts.
keys, really.
Did we find a heart?
No.
Okay, we found a Triforce. We want that.
Yep. Let's see what else. Oh, hello. This will not be a stair.
No, this is just gonna... Well, I mean, yeah, it's got 2 shutter doors. So. But we, can we get a floor drop in this room?
Yes, but you want to kill it anyway, even if you can't.
Okay. Because, yeah, we want to get through the door. This room we don't have to carry about, just to get the door open.
Yep.
Because the only room that this will drop a floor item in is level 4.
Like
See,
McMonkey's
look,
gonna say.
I've learned things.
McMonkey's gonna say, I have other rooms to go to, like this one, which can't have a drop.
Yeah, like, please go back to level 1 and get your red ring. It would make me feel ever so much better if you guys were both on the same offensive and defensive scale.
And also, please do not get grabbed by the grabby hands.
Oh, that would just be terrible. Grabby hands are jerks.
Yes.
There's
a heart.
on the floor.
Alright, so
we got a
somebody
heart on the floor.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
So, I don't know why Ganon is a fan of Russell Stover Valentine's chocolates, but apparently he is.
Are you sure there's a little? They aren't the little cinnamon hearts? Oh, look, this is This is a dinosaur down on one knee, and hey, look, it's that ladder that we're definitely going to need to finish the game.
Well,
Okay, late bit, I need you to go back into level 1, get the red ring, and then go finish bombing Death Mountain.
actually, wait a minute. What about those little candy hearts? Like the...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, the little cinnamon ones, or the conversation hearts.
I was thinking the conversation ones because I'm not familiar with the cinnamon hearts.
Okay, so there's little, like, gummy cinnamon hearts, and then there's, like, little hard candy, chewy in the middle cinnamon hearts. As McMonkey's gonna get his Triforce at a level 2, and, yep, we're out of here. But yeah, there are both. Which one would you like?
I would go for the conversation hearts because I'm not the biggest fan of cinnamon.
I'm not the biggest fan of the conversation hearts, but McMonkey's gonna take a potion out of this take any, and we're gonna pretend that it is... Oh, hints! What are you doing? Go get hints!
Well, I mean, you want to save first.
Yeah, that would be good. Also, go in. He's going back to the grave to go get his end key, by the way.
Oh, that makes
Then
sense.
save. Then
Yep,
save.
then save.
And then go finish Death Mountain.
Also, the answer is dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate is very good.
78% dark
ooh.
chocolate.
Ooh. McMonkey's going to find level 7 on that lovely and wonderful screen. Late Bit is going to pick up his any key, up a save, and now we get to see some hints. Yay.
So, let's see. I'm going to predict Aqua Medicine waits with the book.
Mm-hmm.
Step over the
Red
water
ring.
to reach the bow.
Red ring.
Nope, not red ring. I think we're also going to see step over the water to reach the boomerang.
Okay. A ladder block boomerang. Sure.
And everyone will be thinking, oh wait, that means there's a ladder block dungeon. No, it's actually just there's a non-required thing on the ladder spot, but the actual dungeon itself doesn't have a ladder block.
Okay. So, like a boomerang sitting in the middle of a Chevy.
Yes.
Oh, the Dodongo turned at the last moment and trolled the heck out of McMonkey.
Late Bit has elected not to go by hints, but that is level 5.
Okay, level 5 is okay. I would really like to see him go back into level 1. Not that Late Bit needs a red ring, it just, would even things out and give both of the runners kind of like the same advantage, offensive and defensive.
McMonkey is going to find more money.
Are you sure?
I mean, technically it's more money.
This is like getting $1 back from taxes.
Instructions unclear. It had one of those, like, late 90s McDonald's $1 coupon things.
Yes. Yay.
And spending
Now I
it
really
on,
want a cheeseburger.
and spending it on 4 chicken nuggets.
Okay.
'Cause
Oh,
I was young at the time.
that's okay. Like, chicken nuggets are good.
I
So,
can't eat
I mean,
chicken nuggets
it's
now.
a
Though.
little cannibalism, but
Well, if it makes all bird kind feel any better, I can't eat them now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll just get like regular fried chicken.
Yay! He
Or
doesn't need
cheeseburgers.
red ring until Wizrup say so.
Yeah.
True, but at the same time, he's taken a couple of unfortunate overworld deaths that have already kind of slowed him just a little bit.
Does the rule of 5 apply? It does.
Yay! We found a staircase. Let's see. What does level 5 look like?
Level 5 looks like a person carrying some stuff on their back with one hand sticking out. If you really think about it.
Okay, I was going to say it looks like Reptar from Rugrats, but this is also fine.
Well, the
Or
best
like
part
a
is there are no
dinosaur.
wrong answers.
Exactly.
Except cactus. Apparently cactus
No,
is the wrong
cactus
answer.
is also. Cactus is also perfectly fine. Just because one person doesn't like to hear the word cactus does not mean the rest of the world has to stop using the word cactus.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes there are levels that, like this, I would not
Do in
describe as
fact
cactus.
look like cactuses?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I've actually seen ones that look like specific types of. Oh, we're not fighting that.
Hey, look at that. Level 4 is ladder blocked.
Yay! Maybe your boomerang will be in here.
It could be.
Yay! Alright, so Late Bit, good bomb there. Late Bit is going to take advantage of the bomb drop in here to go ahead and find, well, okay,
The
the
boomerang
boomerang's
isn't
in
5.
5.
Because the red candle's in 4.
Okay, sure, that's fair.
So, if you're
The stream's just got a little crossed, it's okay.
McMonkey probably is going to dig 9 for silvers if it doesn't show up on his path.
Yeah, he's moving at a pretty fast rate here. He's got the ladder. He's going to be able to get that bow. He knows where level 9 is. Though, if he finds the hint cave, which I forgot to mark on my tracker, do you think he's going to go ahead, get the hints to at least narrow down some of the options?
Yes.
Because I think that's a good idea.
And the hint cave was at the northwest corner of the Deadwoods.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I was slightly distracted, and sadly, for Chaos Finale in chat, there is no magic boomerang in level 4.
Although I tell you what, if somebody showed up and said, I have a magical banana I would like to sell you, I would question the qualities of the banana.
A magical banana. What can the banana do? This is like, okay, so this is going back a couple of years, but there was apparently an artist who took a banana and duct taped it to a wall and called it a piece of art, which is perfectly fine because, again, art is subjective. Somebody bought this thing for a lot of money, and then somebody else, before the show was over, as we find a heart in the staircase in level 4, paid a person to walk up and eat the banana, and then called it performance art.
Wow.
So, you know, I sure. What are the properties of the banana, though, is now my question. Like, we could totally make our own performance art.
Well, the thing with the magic banana is, the closest thing in the world to magic is some
Science?
stupid amount of physics.
Okay.
So the banana is actually in two places at once.
So the banana is a cheaty screen-scrolling bunny rabbit?
Yes, but the only way that you can know where the banana is to observe the banana.
Okay. That's very fair. Yeah,
Elsewise-
see, but I don't... sorry, I was talking to chat for a moment there. My
go
apologies.
ahead.
Not protecting your investment. Well, see, the thing is they were all rich people, so I don't know that they necessarily cared, as McMonkey's going to get the Triforce out of 4.
Latebit's still looking for the Triforce out of 5. Let's see. So, with the knowledge of 5 Triforces to get into 9, McMonkey knows where 1, 6, and 7 are. Could theoretically decide, I'm just going to go dig the levels that I have and go to 9.
Okay, 1 makes perfect sense. Like, 1 completely makes sense, because 1 should, in theory, be rather small, but I don't know that I would want to go dig 6 and 7 to get the required 5 Triforces just to go make the gamble that those silver arrows are in 9, and I would have almost bought the bait there.
Well, the main benefit of 7 is, oh no,
What was the oh no?
the compass is ladder blocked in 5.
No, really?
Yep.
Well, there's actually like a ladder block here in 5 as well, because there's a Gleeok room he cannot actually get through. All right, we're gonna go up the mountain. We are mountain climbers.
All right, we're going to start yodeling now.
I will leave that up to you as long as you do it in the voice of a duck.
Nope. Okay, well, there's no raft required.
Yeah, that's good. We don't need to wait. There's no, how did we find that out?
Hint in 5.
Oh, still not to save the princess?
Yep.
Yay, that's good. I missed it because I was taking a drink when you were making the sound and I thought you were going to quack like a duck and yodel, and I spilled my drink.
So by not doing the thing, that led to drink spillage. This is the first.
Yes, this is, well, at least I didn't like, as, by the way, Latebit is doing an amazing job fighting this Gleeok. We should not forget that he's doing great until the head eats him. But he was doing a very good job of fighting that Gleeok in the moat room, which is not easy, especially without a ladder. The cat says hi again.
And Latebit is going to leave level 5. Going to level 1 may be beneficial now, but Latebit doesn't know that.
Well, he's in the area, though, and if you keep hitting all of these brick walls and finding really, really large levels, then hopefully that will eventually lead you back into level 1.
How about bombs, though?
Okay. Bombs are good. We like bombs. Bombs will bomb the coast. That's necessary. We might find stuff.
I think we're going to find level 3.
Sure. Okay. Are we gonna put? Oh, we can't put it on a raft spot because it's not required. Now I'm sad.
No. We can put the magical sword on a raft spot.
That would be fine for us. Not so much for the runners.
We get another candle store.
Yeah, we found a lot of those, which is really handy. You know, I really... Oh, on Death Mountain is an entrance to death. Yeah, we found that already. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, there's the magical sword.
Well, okay. We know where it is. We probably won't get to see that.
Nope. Especially with late bit on 6 hearts and McMonkey on 8.
Well, I mean, Monkey's at least closer, but, you know, he's not making... on a 5 Triforce required to get into 9 seed, you don't want to spend extra time in your dungeons that you don't have to. You want to get all 5 Triforces and then go find out if your silvers are actually in level 9.
Especially when you've already got a red ring.
Yeah, and you know where the bow is, so you've got like 2 pieces of the Ganon killing everything.
I do think we're going to see McMonkey dig a little bit for level 3.
I agree. It's smaller than 6 and 7.
But the question is, do you go back to 1 for the easy Triforce, or do you gamble on probably 7, hoping that you get the item on the way to its Triforce?
Oh, I hope for McMonkey's sake that he finds the hint cave and it tells us not to go into 7.
The monkey's paw uncurls. It tells you to go to 8.
Well, there's 2 items in 8. I would go to 8 over 7 because there are 2 items in 8 as opposed to the single item that's going to be in level 7.
But level 7 is fun, in quotation marks.
I have an emote of that. Late bid is now up to 187 rupees. Now, he has seen the hint cave. We know where it is. You could check them now and still have money for lots and lots and lots of things. Like paying door repairs.
Yep. It's actually a little interesting that
arrows, bait.
It is a little interesting to me that Late Bit has elected not to spend the time to go get the hints. Late Bit may be thinking that they're behind and therefore don't have the time to go get the hints, saying I just gotta go because I'm behind.
Well, Late Bit, unfortunately, he's having a day. He actually just got out of... Oh, that's a hard choice. He actually just got out of... Not for us, because we know where the red ring is. But the arrow purchase is good. You're going to buy arrows. You know the bow's on the coast. You don't know where your silvers are. Late Bit actually just got out of work about 20 minutes ago. So it might take him a little while to kind of calm down and settle into the seed.
Become calm.
Yes.
Do not become clam.
We're going to be clams?
Well, I mean, if you typo calm, you end up becoming a clam.
Okay, well, we're going to get a potions letter, and hopefully that has nothing to do with clams, as McMonkey is now 1 heart away from potentially being able to pick up that magical sword. Run, Late Bit, run!
You know,
evil screen.
With the potions and the clams, the first thing that I think of is when I was on a road trip driving through Arkansas, and the radio host was talking about playing a prank on people by having clam-flavored candy canes.
Oh, why? I'd rather eat the mint ones.
I guess because you're trying to lose the friends that you invited over for Christmas dinner?
Yeah, that would be fair. Late Bit is going to find some more money. It's only 3 rupees, though.
Again, it's technically more money.
Very true. So, Late Bit was trying to get a heart there, I think, is why you kill the red Octorok on the overworld. He's only got a half a heart, so he's got to be careful.
Yep.
Hey, there we go. I am not slandering Mint. I am leaving it for the rest of the world to enjoy at their leisure.
I accept the mint.
Yay. There you go. We're going to find a key that we don't really need. Late Bit is going to do a good job of using half-tile combat against the orange Lionel. Now he's going to reset the screen to get the other orange Lionel onto this side.
So we found our bait block in 5.
Yeah, he didn't seem to be useful. So looks like we are not going to Wendy's today. Late Bit is going to squish into the door really, really quickly there, up A, and save hints. Hints in level 1, Late Bit.
You know, I like that we're not going to Wendy's, because honestly, Wendy's has been going downhill since like 2015.
I know, but Wendy's used to be my like go-to stress cheeseburger.
Yeah, nowadays, my go-to is just make it at home because it's like better. Oh no, the Gleeok room is the Triforce.
Yeah, that's sad for Late Bit because he was so close. I totally agree on the Culvers, by the way. Those are delicious. And they have good ice cream. And fried cheese curds.
I'm going to say it, Five Guys is a bit overrated compared to some of the other options here.
Okay. Well, down here, they're one of the only places that do decent fries.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, the state likes those, like, super skinny, like, French fries. And I don't like them. There's the Triforce pickup out of level 5 for McMonkey. With the red ring and the ladder, this was not terrible. Late Bit found 8!
Alright, let's see what's in 8. Also, I might be spoiled by the local burger places that have Parmesan fries.
Ooh, those are special. So the place where we do board game night, not the one that I host, used to do like nachos using French fries. This McMonkey is also going to find level 8.
Nacho French fries.
Yeah, it was they would do like a cheese sauce and bacon bits and a squeeze of sour cream and chives, and it was actually pretty good, except for they kept breaking the cheese sauce. All right, Late Bit, get into the block. Nope. Oh dear. Okay, this is okay. You've got them separated, so if you can kill the one half and get out of the room, you're okay. Yeah, see? Fairy, he's good.
Yep. Monkey continuing to explore overworld looking for level 3 does not want to deal with level 8 at all.
I agree. Now this is forcing him in the direction of the hint cave, so maybe I will get my heart's desire and we will see McMonkey buy a bunch of hints when he gets there.
No, there's a little hole in level 8.
Ooh, that's a big hole. Okay, McMonkey's gonna go back into level 1. Now he does need a Triforce. He's got both items. Here's a raft that we do not need in level 8. Late Bit did see the hint, so he's gonna leave it there.
I think one of us predicted a raft in 8.
Said it was going to be on the floor, but this is okay.
Oh dear. Level 1 Triforce is ladder blocked.
Oh no. Wait, this is the Triforce room? Or no, this is the only way to go. Oh.
This is the only way to go based on the map.
Oh man. Alright, we gotta kill these guys and go the other way. Here you go, Late Bit. Good job. Dodgy. Get the heart. Now get out of the room.
And for those just joining us...
oh, look what else is in one.
Bombs?
Whiz robes. There's whiz robes.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, we got red ring, which you get on the way into level 1.
So, for those that are just joining us here, we have a 5 Triforce seed, but the reason there is such a gap between the two runners is McMonkey dug one extra room in level 1 to get a red ring, and that has prevented a lot of potential overworld deaths, which Late Bit has taken a bunch of deaths on the overworld without that red ring.
And was unable to get, as Milo Minderbinder is pointing out in chat, he also was really close to being able to take out the required Gleeok room in 5 that was the Triforce. He just unfortunately didn't have the health to do it. Hints.
Oh, we haven't gotten there yet.
Hints!
No hints, only snacks.
I'm like, okay, so there is, in this lovely and wonderful state that I live in, there is a gas station called Buc-ee's. And when you're on the highway, they will tell you for like 50 miles before you get to the Buc-ee's, they just keep saying, Buc-ee's is here, Buc-ee's is here. Goma has the heart container.
That's good knowledge. McMonkey's just going to leave with the one hint.
McMonkey! Where are you going?
McMonkey is going to go to the coast to get the bow.
He's getting the bow, and then he might up a save and save the rest of the money.
I mean, $20 for a hint isn't bad, especially when it's a hint about level 6.
True, and it means you don't have to go into level 6.
And honestly, we won't see level 6 at all.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, we saw it. We walked in the lobby and we waved at it.
McMonkey has decided no more hints.
Yeah, I'm sad now. But we got to see one, so this is okay. Late Bit is going to find the Any Roads. This is good. If he does Death Mountain, he's going to find level 2. He's going to get his ladder. But yeah, so Buc-ee's will tell you for like a certain... They just keep spamming billboards. So it's like the anticipation is happening. So that's why I'm like, hints. Go get the hints.
And then you get there and they tell you that the most impressive thing is the bathrooms.
It really is! They're amazing!
It's going to be difficult to convince me to go all the way to a Buc-ee's just to see the bathrooms.
Okay, I'm telling you, the food's really good too. The food is very, very good. There's a giant wall of candy. There's like every snack food you could possibly think of, and they have some really cute merchandise with the Bucky Beaver on it.
There is a guy at work whose mug is a Bucky Beaver mug.
Yay! All right, latebit, you gotta be really careful. He's gonna shuffle the screen. Step over the water to reach the bow. Yep.
Do that. And play a melody to obtain the magic boomerang.
Ooh, are we recorder blocked? I mean, we're not, because we're going to be able to. We're going to be able to go into 6 and get a Triforce if we really have to. Now, latebit finds level 2, which is going to get him his ladder.
I'm going to say this, and the runners are going to be mad that I'm predicting this.
Okay.
Magic boomerang at level 3. Level 3 is recorder blocked.
Okay, that would be really sad, and then the recorder's going to have to be in 7 or 8. Because we've seen other stuff.
Yeah, we'll put the recorder deep in that stupid level 8.
Yeah. Yeah, but then we can just dig 8 and get the Triforce, and I think that's what McMonkey's about to do. He's going to go into 8. Check around for the items. He's going to find that raft. The raft was pretty easy to find. He's got a bow. You know, if you find silvers in here, that's great. It saves you a trip. You know, it saves you digging 9 and gets you into 9 faster.
In an effort to balance the items, we have put the silvers in level 8.
Okay. I mean, that could be fine. Latebit is on his way to the Triforce.
Unfortunately, there was a cost to putting the silvers in 8. We put Zelda in level 10.
Yeah, no, we don't know where level 10 is. Oh, jerk face. We're gonna give up a heart.
Yeah, you've got a red ring.
Yeah.
Only to immediately find out the Dongo dwells on Death Mountain.
Thanks, game!
I would actually be tempted to just do a reset real quick, walk back, and get the heart back.
Yeah, I would almost think about that, but I don't remember when the last time he saved was. Now, sadly, McMonkey hasn't bought arrows yet. I think the only arrow store I've seen is in the top northeast corner. Chat's now talking about the Buc-ee's fire pit. Yes!
Why is there a fire pit at a gas station?
Because it's Buc-ee's! They also have, like, you know, portable grills. We're gonna get the map here for McMonkey. They have, like, really cool cooler bags, amazing mugs.
Are these the same people that try the grills out at Home Depot in the store?
No. No, they would not let you do that in Buc-ee's. There's the ladder for latebit. Yay! Now wait, did we need... Okay, we'll get our... Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember if the Triforce was in a ladder room, but we're fine. We've got the ladder now.
And although it was not, there's the raft for McMonkey.
Raft.
Now McMonkey doesn't know that's not required, but it's going to skip it anyway.
Yeah.
Saying I will make the gamble given how close to the start of 8 that raft is that I can just get it if I need it.
Very true. Yes. Alright, so we've got the Any key as well, so he's going to clear this to see if it is, in fact, the Triforce. And now we're talking about gas stations that have really amazing food and stuff in chat, because that's what we do. Food is a universal language. There is a Take Any Heart for latebit.
I have seen at least one reference to Wawa, and I am happy with this.
Yay!
Because I am a fan of Wawa over Sheets.
I had a Sheets in my hometown, so that is why I am biased.
Well, they built the Wawa like 5 years before they built the Sheets, so...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Also, I'm just going to say that Wawa's coffee is better.
I didn't drink coffee when I had a Sheets, so... But okay, here we go. We're continuing through this level 8. For McMonkey, this is a good play. You're just looking for the Triforce. You check the items, you know, if you have to, and then just keep going. Look for the Triforce, go into 9.
Or at the very least...
is about to find 4.
Yep. We'll be relatively happy to see 4. Unfortunately, only a red candle in there, but latebit does have a little bit of a lack in the combat compartment at the moment.
Yeah, that red candle's really good for rooms like this. You can kill the fires with it. You can kill the pancakes with it. And you can kill the gels with it without taking, damage because their hitbox is stupid. McMonkey's gonna get his 5th Triforce, and I think the only item we saw in 8 was the raft.
Correct.
All right, we're going to 9. Alsoa, what are we looking for in level 9?
Well, Ganon might be good at making his walls bomb-proof, but they're not soundproof, so we'll hear Ganon from one room away. We're going to be looking for single shutter door rooms, as if the shutter door does not open immediately upon killing all the enemies, and that will be the location of Zelda. Furthermore, we're going to be jumping into every single staircase we see, because we are looking for the silver arrows, which may be in 9, and there are 6 sets of transports and 2 one-way stairs.
Yay! And you know what? If we get lucky and find the old men along the way who tell us the location of our silver arrows, we'll be very happy to see them.
I predict the old men in 9 will be
Mm-hmm.
the location of Ganon,
Okay.
the location of Zelda,
Okay. And a door
the
repair?
bugger.
Ah, yeah. I'm fine with this.
Well, here's our first potential stair room.
So our options, by the way, for silver arrows right now are 1 item in 8, 1 item in 7, 2 items in 9. So mathematically, that's a wand.
Right color, wrong item.
And it now evens out the odds. So you have a 33% chance of finding the silver arrows. Except for, wait, no, there's level 3. So what is 100 divided by, like, 25% chance?
Well, it's still a 33% chance, because remember, the recorder cannot be in 9.
What?
Because the recorder cannot be in 9, there are only 3 slots available.
Okay.
Wait, no, that makes it a 66... wait. No, that's a 66% chance? No,
I don't know.
I'm mathing myself out of my math.
Oh dear. Alright, so McMonkey goes ahead, picks up the wand, because the wand is nice ranged damage, especially with this enemy set here in level 9. These are bats and gels. You can kill them from across the room, you're fine. If they fly into the fire.
CD is correct about the keys and the math.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Well, there we go.
Stealthies, they're here!
Alright. So that means the recorder is honestly probably level 7.
Yeah, that would make sense, I think, to me.
I keep wanting to say 6, but I know it's
It
not.
has 6. We found the heart. We know about a heart.
Yep.
We don't ever have to dig level 6. It's good.
We like not digging level 6.
I know, especially if it's big and chunky. And you're like, all right, I'm free.
Free as a bird.
Yeah. Those are
4.5
things
minutes
that are
only.
free. All right, Latebit is going to find another jerk face who's going to steal his money. Now, Latebit only needing 1 Triforce. Latebit, please go into level 1.
Keys guard the compass on level 9.
Latebit, level 1. Go into level 1. It's 2 screens above you. It's the smallest thing you have left, and you don't know it now, but there's a really nice shiny thing in there.
This looks to me like Latebit wants some hints.
Okay, hints are also good-ish.
Hints are a perfectly fine play to make here.
Yes. Knowledge is good. We have a dig dogger. That's a problem.
For as we know, knowledge is power, and knowing is half the battle.
Yay!
Don't
Is
ask
that
what the
an
other half
idiom?
is.
Is that an idiom?
Maybe?
Okay, level 6,
It might-
heart container.
There is a
We
thing
knew
called Malaphor.
A what?
A Malaphor, which is where you mash 2 idioms together, and look, there's the silvers.
All the blue things were in level 9, except for the banana, because we just couldn't fit a 3rd item in here.
Yep. An example of a Malaphor is... We'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Oh, okay.
Although I don't recommend burning bridges, because then you have to rebuild them.
Very true. All right, so
In
we're
the
gonna take this. We're still looking for Ganon. We have the Ganon killing kit.
Yes.
Latebit's
Well,
gonna
that's a
go get his
staircase.
bow. Oh, that's special.
I like chat's opinion. The other half is ruthless aggression.
Yay! I think. I don't know. Here comes the bow pickup for Latebit. He just has to get the ladder clip. I still can't do this.
And
Now,
Latebit,
level 1.
I like that Latebit has the entire right half of the Triforce.
Yeah, level 1.
Let's see.
Level 1.
Does not look like...
Level
wait, maybe?
1.
Maybe?
Level 1 is your quickest option. It is right here. It's the smallest thing you have left, and While he doesn't need the red ring to finish the game, it will make life a little bit easier, and apparently we found Zelda.
But also, latebit is probably going to be like, oh crap.
Yeah, I would freak out. If I found it one room to the north of here, and this is the room that I had been in for the book, yeah. Alright, we're gonna get a bomb pickup, which is why he was killing the Gibdos. And here comes the information. Good clip, though.
And what is the level 9?
Found him!
Yeah. We found Ganon, but also, look at that southeast for level 9!
Oh, it's like somebody took a bite out of it. They got so hungry hearing about all of these amazing gas stations with great food that, you know. Here comes the Triforce. This is actually really good for latebit, because this is going to get him into level 9 very, very quickly, hopefully.
You know, if you get the map before you get the hint about the silvers being in the southeast, you know it's in one of 2 rooms.
Very true, because there's no more southeast.
Yeah, the Bucky's Weaver took the bite out of it.
Well, he does have really big teeth.
And apparently Ganon was defeated by the power of Bucky's bathrooms.
Yay! So Ganon is a pig. I mean, Ganon's a pig, so of course he doesn't like clean bathrooms.
Yeah.
Alright, latebit is looking for the Triforce in level 1. It's not too deep.
As McMonkey is headed to the location of the Zelda.
Yay! The Zelda? It's actually the old woman in this case.
Oh, that's right!
Because McMonkey and Bommy play with magic sprites. There's a Triforce at a level 1 for latebit.
As McMonkey is going to finish with an official time of 49:59, getting the sub 50 in by a second.
I mean, a 1.5 minute red ring will most definitely make that possible.
Yep.
And a 5 Triforce seed.
And now latebit is headed up towards level 9.
Yeah, I mean, the 9 play makes sense. Again, from what he's got the hints, he's got the information from the hints. So I would gamble on the 2 items in 9 over the 1 item in 7. And the 1 item in 8.
And we'll get the hint in 9. Also, if you get the map, you already know, oh, well, it's just over there.
Yeah, there's only 2 rooms. Welcome and GG's to McMonkey. Looks like Discord is doing Discord things with the microphone.
Discord likes to do
yes, thank you.
No worries. Welcome and GG's.
Thank you very much. Yeah, this is a very kind seed.
I mean, a 1.5 minute red ring? Yep.
Yeah.
So, your southeast of 9 was all of, like, 2 rooms.
Yeah, there wasn't much there, you know, and it luckily gave me a walking path. I didn't have to deal with too many magic stairs and all that.
And, I mean, 1 room in, you get a wand as well, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, that was sort of a mixed thing, because I had several places where the silvers could be still, so knocking off 1 item that's not silvers in 9 immediately kind of feels bad. But then 2 rooms later, getting a hint saying they're here really helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to do the math on that one because it was very, very easy math, since we did get a hint about there being a heart in level 6.
Yeah, and we got the hint about the play melody to obtain the magic boomerang, which I assumed was just level 3, and that level 3 was flute blocked somewhere.
That's what Osoa said, I think.
Yeah, that's the most likely case. Also, the big difference maker was that latebit did not go the extra room in level 1 and did not have the red ring in a minute and a half.
I suspected that might be the case, and then with that overworld, that could be pretty costly.
Unfortunately, it was. There were a couple of northeast corner deaths that just kind of set things back. And he almost had the Gleeok down in level 5 to get the Triforce from underneath him, but the last head took him out.
Got it. Yeah, that's tough.
I mean, he's doing a great job. It just,
Even with the red ring, I was on beep strats for a lot of that northeast, and had to play very carefully to get through the screens I wanted to clear in the first try. So, yeah, without the red ring, that probably would not have gone as well.
Yeah, it was a very nice but not nice thing to find in level 1. I mean, I say not nice because there are runners who, in the past, have actually said it's kind of a little upsetting to them to find that as one of the first items, because if they're people who have really good combat skills, then it kind of takes things away a little bit. Wait.
Yeah,
Oh, he was checking to
I-
see if it was northeast. Okay, I was like, wait, why is he leaving the staircase?
I can see that logic. On the other hand, with good execution, I feel like you can take advantage of the red ring as well to
Mhm.
speed up even more. Health is a resource, so being able to just spend it a little more freely allows you to go even faster. So, I think there's a balance there.
Now, does this room count as where silvers could be?
I have to see where it is on the map.
The one that was above here. He pushed the block, saw that it was a staircase, and then walked away.
So I believe it can.
Yeah, I think that's the very last room of the southeast quadrant, right?
I think so, because I'm trying to picture the 4x4 grid. For those who don't know, 9 is broken down into a 4x4 grid as far as northeast, southeast, all that stuff. So this is going to take him kind of back there. There's nothing to either side because this is where 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, you got to go north from that room.
Now the map would be really, really useful because it's going to show late bit that there's not really a lot of northeast.
Actually, wait, no. North of that room is not considered part of the southeast.
Okay.
So we're good.
Oh, southeast. Okay.
Yeah, so we're good.
Okay, because I was like, I'm trying to picture. I do this on my own too. Like, I'm looking at the map, just going, where is this?
The vicinity of an area adjacent to a location.
So he is one. Okay, it's one. It's just in the northeast.
Yep.
Well,
Really
we found Ganon.
Yep. But I always like to give the vicinity of an area adjacent to the location because it basically is a lot of words to say no idea where you are.
Okay. I'm good with that. I would just say I'm lost. It's fine. It's literally just 2 rooms in the southeast. Okay, so this makes me feel better that is not, in fact, he does not need to worry about this room, though it is a transport staircase. Now, McMonkey?
Wouldn't that be the very top left room of the southeast quadrant there? The transport?
Yeah. Actually,
Because
yeah.
it's in the 5th column and the 4th row up. So that's southeast, I believe.
Maybe?
If it's the 4th row from the bottom, that would be the southeast.
Yay, silver arrows!
Is it not?
I
My
don't
eyes
know.
are
Maps
bad.
are hard. Maps are hard.
So if it's aligned with either the little mini key or the mini bomb, that is considered part of the southeast if it's in those rightmost 4 columns. If it's above the mini key and the mini bomb, it would be considered north.
Yeah, that's a good visual cue.
Okay. But alright, late bit has heard Ganon. If you find Ganon, you're pretty close to Zelda, and thankfully we don't need a recorder. Because that's either in 7 or 8. We think.
Yeah, that was also very friendly to just have a clear walking path to Zelda after Ganon with the compass in hand.
Oh, jerk-face bunny room.
Jerk-face bunny room requires money.
Yeah, you got another jerk-face bunny room.
Oh, at least with bow and silvers, they just die immediately.
That part
Yeah,
is really nice.
The money was surprisingly not an issue with the 51 large secret. I was a little concerned at first, but then with the red ring and a relatively cheap candle, that was not really an issue with money this seed.
And you did not need to buy wood arrows as Lakebet finds the Ganon in the wall.
Yeah, he does like to be off-center all the time.
I just want to know why Ganon thinks he's a wall master.
Jealousy? Maybe he's the right color. Maybe they're like his cousins or something.
Or did Ganons just occasionally molt their entire hands and those hands become wall masters?
Ganon is a reptile instead of a pig? I think we're breaking things now.
I don't know. Ganon could very well be part reptile, part pig.
Alright, really good stun lock from late bit. He's going to walk north. You just have to go, I think, through this key door.
I think it's 1 room up from here. You gotta go through this door too.
Yeah, but we got the Any key, which was also very kind.
And everyone, please get your GGs in chat for Latebit, who will be finishing with an official time of 58:07.
I mean, this was a fairly nice seed to actually have both of our racers finish in under an hour.
McMonkey, you did pull off the sub 50 by 1 second.
We're gonna see if latebit wants to
Just
come in for
barely.
words. It still counts.
It does. Longest the time on racetime.gg says that it counts as a sub 50. That counts as a sub 50.
Mm-hmm. But all right, guys, we're going to see if latebit wants to come in. Now, just as a reminder, there were several races that started at the same time as this one. The one with the restream is going to be over on SpeedGaming 2. That's between Danny P. Speed and Cantaloupe Me. Coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern on Z1R Randomizer is going to be Random Effect versus Sis Crusher. And welcome in GG's to latebit. Discord is again doing Discord things.
Thanks, GG's McMonkey.
GG. Yeah, what a jet seed.
Yep. I didn't believe it was actually going to be, so I spent a lot of time in places I shouldn't have gone.
The big thing was the lack of early red ring kind of hurt you a good bit.
Yep, took way too long to get back there, and lack of it got me killed up in Casino Corner a couple of times, so that feels bad, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I pushed the extra room in 1 right off the bat and had it in under a minute, so that made the overworld a lot more friendly.
Yeah, I just took the book out of there and I was like, there's not gonna be anything else good here. And oops, I was wrong.
I mean, you still, this was an incredibly good race. You were doing great against that Gliok in 5 until the last head just decided it was going to be a jerk. Lots of good plays. You were, digging some dungeons. Like 8, you decided, okay, 8's not fun anymore and I'm leaving. I got the Triforce. So, you were making heads up plays. It just, that red ring, 1 room in, 1 room further it's a little hard to get over.
Yeah, especially in an old Dark Nuts and Lionels and just all sorts of bad news.
So it was, free, well, relatively free any key as long as you have 6 hearts. The bow was completely visible, and this could have been a completely different seed if you guys would have had to find 3, which we think was probably recorder blocked.
Yep. We did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I checked out.
Go ahead.
I think it almost has to be recorder blocked at this point.
Though we do know that there's a blue boomerang in there.
Ew.
Hey, we got to see
Yeah.
at least 1 hint shot.
It was an interesting decision when, having seen 1, 2, 4, 5 and knowing I need 5 Triforces, I did clear a little bit more of the overworld and was thinking, I don't know if I should be doing all of this when I could just go and get Triforces out of, 6, 7, or 8 to go in to 9. But then, ended up getting the hints, which did save me from worrying about going into 6 at least, and saved me from looking any further for level 3. I guess it was sort of a wash. If I had just gone into, say, 7 and 8, I probably could have been in 9 quite a bit quicker. I had just really, sort of gone all in on that. But I was really just hoping to see those hints with, a bunch of money in that book right away. I wanted to make use of it, and did with the hint in 9 eventually. But yeah, probably overcleared a little on the overworld.
Well, I mean, it makes sense to go looking for something smaller than a 6, 7, or an 8. latebit didn't have much trouble with 7. Because I think you could was it a couple of rooms in and there was a Triforce?
Yeah, that was a free Triforce. That was definitely a comeback later if needed situation.
Oh yeah, that's come back when the game doesn't leave you any other choice.
And then the game said, oh, look, you don't have to go back.
Yay!
Yeah, I think I only checked like 2 rooms in 7 and then bailed. So it sounds like I wasn't too far from a free Triforce if I had just stuck it out for a couple more rooms.
But yeah, and then having 7 right next to 9. I think the biggest thing that kind of slowed late bit down just a little bit, other than the red ring, was the fact that the ladder's on the floor in 2, and 2's all the way off in east nowhere. Or west nowhere.
East nowhere?
East nowhere! I was going to say East Timbuktu, but, you know.
I mean, there could be an East Timbuktu.
Well, there is. It's just not where the level 2 was on the west, so.
If you look, well, that depends on where you define east versus west from. If you take like the right half of the map and stick it on the left, suddenly it is in the west.
This is
We
why I
were not
don't
playing.
play
We were
mirrored.
not playing mirrored. Stop your.
Yeah, this is why I don't play mirrored also. We're good. But all right, so with this, McMonkey is going to move ahead to 3 and 2, and late bit, you still have. We got week 6. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah, looking forward to week 6. Looking forward to, I switch over to fan mode for the rest of this week. I can root on some folks, especially folks who I might want to see on the wheel with the same record.
Mhm.
Get another shot at. We'll see.
I mean, I think all of us are rooting for the inner house grudge match.
Yeah,
Possibly.
well, I mean, we will have grudge matches. It would just be nice to have an official one.
True. But all right, I'll go ahead and ask you guys if you have any final thoughts about the seed, and then we can go over the rest of the schedule.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
this
Thanks
was a
for the
fun seed.
restream. It was a fun jet seed, and now I'm gonna go watch a good race on SpeedGaming too.
Yeah,
Apparently it's
absolutely.
already-
Nice, just getting started.
Yeah. Plus, you know what? There are other races. Apparently, the one on SpeedGaming 2 finished before we did. So, a little bit of
Wow.
a spoiler, but that has to be the jettiest of jets that we've seen in a while.
I mean, one of the
No
runners had to
kidding.
finish before the other.
Well, very true. I didn't want to give everything away. Not that I know who won.
I don't either.
Yay! But all right, coming up at, we went over the 8 o'clock on Z1R Randomizer, and then coming up at 9 p.m. on SpeedGaming 4, we're going to have Dig Shake taking on Bogey. So we have Zelda 2 taking on Zelda 1. And then coming up also at 9 o'clock on SpeedGaming 2, we have Stags 28 taking on Nochibato. So there is still more Zelda to watch. I want to go ahead and thank our runners for one heck of a fast race. And then wish late bit luck moving on into week 6. And hopefully the game does not stink as much next week.
Wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah, but
I don't know. If the game
kinda
stinks,
why-
you might want to.
Oh. But isn't that in part why
Touche.
we like it too, though?
I suppose.
I mean, part of us has to kind of enjoy some of this.
Nobody said this was a completely healthy relationship.
See, there we go. But all right, I want to thank our runners for a very entertaining race. I want to thank Crump for doing our tracking in the background. And also, this was fun as always, even though I'm leaving you all the mint on the planet.
That's okay, because you can have the bananas.
You don't like bananas?
I can't stand the texture of bananas.
Well, what about banana bread?
Banana bread is fine.
Oh, apparently Crump is allergic to bananas. So I'll take all the bananas and be a little sad that she doesn't get to eat banana pudding.
I've also not been a fan of banana pudding, but anyway.
But you don't like the textures of bananas, and
Yes.
you don't live in a state where that is another thing that they have an unhealthy relationship with.
At least not currently.
Okay, but anyway, so we will, we're gonna, oh yes, very good point, late bit. Shout outs to the Silver Hint when there's only 2 rooms in the southeast. One was a staircase.
And the other was Silver's.
Yeah, though I did see you clear the room above it, and I'm looking at the map, and you hadn't found the map yet, and I'm looking at it going, wait, that doesn't count as southeast, right? Or I called it northeast, but yeah. Anyway, we hope everybody has a great night, and I will catch you all later.
Have a wonderful rest of your night, everyone.